Escape to the mountains and big skies of Montana for an unforgettable 5-day and 4-night outdoor adventure for two at the ranches at Belt Creek. Discover the special blend of rustic luxury as your log cabin for two will feel like a private retreat with beautifully appointed home touches designed in classic Western style. You'll be enchanted as you step inside to vaulted ceilings, roaring fireplaces, decadent baths, and porches with stunning views. This all-inclusive stay will include a daily activity of your choice, and the choices are endless at the ranches at Belt Creek. Inside the gates, enjoy 800 acres of prime Montana ranch land that features fenced pastures, an equestrian center, the lodge, and a shooting clay course. Outside the gates, enjoy the resort's own private wilderness outpost in the heart of the 1.8 million acre Lewis and Clark National Forest. Your all-inclusive ranch getaway for two includes a personal ranch host, full concierge services, all meals prepared by the on-site executive chef in the private clubhouse, 24/7 access to the clubhouse, honor bar, hot tub, and a fitness center you will never use. Access to over 7,000 acres of private recreational land, one complimentary activity of your choice that includes ATV excursions, horseback riding, archery, riflery, and guided hikes that may be scheduled each day for each guest. That's 5 days and 4 nights in the heart of nature with an all-inclusive stay for two at Belt Creek, Montana.
We are not going to let the horses down. It's not just the horses that we're responsible for today, and that's huge, but it's for the thousands of horses that are counting on us in the future.
Red Bucket closed the moment that we received the stay-at-home orders. We can never have any more than 10 people on the farm at any time, and that includes people who are cleaning and feeding. So we really have to limit team members to just a handful. The horses' greatest needs are being taken care of. As a matter of fact, they're being fed and watered consistently and cleaned on time, making sure that they have the enrichment that they deserve and that we've promised them.
Every horse has to be fed, every horse has to...
It has been crushing financially. Our hay bill alone runs upwards of $19,000 to $20,000 a month. You know, we also have a mortgage. We have vet bills, which are fairly astronomical when you consider 135 plus horses. We're a nonprofit that relies solely on the generosity of people, and we haven't even been able to invite them to the ranch.
No fundraising, no visits, no tours. We rely on fundraising to keep this place going. So we've had to really rethink, reimagine, reconsider how can we keep this place going without the ability for people to see our life-saving work. You know, to go on tours, to come to a farm to table, to come to a seminar. We're going to have to do it all now virtually, and that's without the intimacy of people being able to see and touch and experience our work. In spite of a really difficult year, we've had some pretty phenomenal achievements. 8 horses who came through the gates who needed us tremendously, desperate in many different ways. We've also been able to send 15 horses to forever homes. That is probably some of the most fulfilling work that we can talk about. Red Bucket relies on people's generosity, and the generosity doesn't change with the amount of the gift. And we are very grateful for any amount that people feel like they can contribute and honor our life-saving work.
Prepare to experience true aloha with a 4-night stay on the beautiful Big Island coastline. Discover breathtaking volcanoes, partake in whale-watching adventures, or play a round or two of golf. Our team has all the local knowledge and experience needed to ensure you make the most of your trip. Located in the charming village of Kaimu, your Bali-style beach house is the perfect spot to sit back and relax while enjoying the stunning views of the black lava fields and the nearby ocean. Bajan Breeze. Experience Barbados' best beaches with a 5-night stay for 6 guests in a luxury townhouse in Sandy Lane. Discover the warm, tranquil waters of Paynes Bay Beach and Sandy Lane Beach within walking distance of your accommodation. Enjoy the perfect island retreat with an on-site clubhouse and pool, private beach access, and exclusive membership amenities from the Beach House. This cozy, magnificent condo is a ski lover's paradise and just around the corner from Breckenridge's Mountain Powder. Prepare to have your breath taken as you gaze over the snow-covered slopes of beautiful Breckenridge. Just a short stroll away from the Snowflake Chairlift, you are in a prime position to enjoy all the natural beauty on offer from within your comfortable and well-equipped condo. Speak with one of our destination experts for a hand-picked list of local amenities sure to delight you and your guests. From ski lessons to restaurant reservations and so much more, our team is here to help you make the most of your trip.
It was emotionally very challenging. Every day was you kind of walked on eggshells to hope that he was going to pull through this. He was so severely neglected. I just don't understand how anybody could ever treat an animal like that. Hi, my name is Jennifer Bailey. I'm an LA City firefighter. I've been a city firefighter for 17 years, and I have adopted 3 horses from Red Bucket over the last 7 years. I went there originally to volunteer and to give back to something that I felt very strongly about. It was very shortly after I started there was when Bentley came in. He was in an isolation stall. They allowed me to go in and groom him, and I took a little face brush, and this horse literally laid his head in my arms for about 20 minutes while I brushed his face. It was as if he knew that he was going to be okay. After adopting Bentley, we ran across Maestro, fell in love with him. He's just a big, sweet, well-trained horse and very, very low-key, very easy to ride. Great family horse. I really, I've always wanted a miniature horse. And sure as heck, I think my son was about a little over 1, and she gave me a phone call. She says, hey, I have this sweet little boy named Tank. The first day they met, he was such a sweetheart. Tank was on a kill lot in Louisiana. A little cute little mini, 200-pound mini, really? It is so important that we get people to help donate and help contribute and help save these horses' lives. I know for sure, I can speak for my 3, they would not be here if it wasn't for Red Bucket. All of my horses, although all very different, we go from small to double extra large, all have had such a wonderful impact. They are literally part of our family, part of our everyday routine. My son is getting to grow up around these beautiful animals, and it's an awesome thing.
Prepare to leave the hustle and bustle of the big city living behind and escape to the wild Old West with an opportunity to experience the renowned 3-day barbecue boot camp at the Alisal Guest Ranch and Resort. For decades, the Alisal Guest Ranch has treated grilling as a fine art. And with the help of their guest grill masters and their very own chef, Anthony Endy, they will help you take your grilling skills up to the next level. The Barbecue Boot Camp morning sessions will cover all the aspects of barbecue, from the best way to start a fire to what to do with the spice rubs. Afternoons
It's about touch. Certainly, grooming and bathing is important for a horse's well-being, but it's really about the touch and the intimacy that is the most enriching. Grooming our horses increases circulation and promotes their healthy hair coat. The summers on the ranch are hot. Bathing serves many purposes, from cooling core body temperature to removing urine and manure stains and making them feel better. And the horses enjoy the individual care, the bath, and the relationship.
All right. No, we're all alfalfa, actually. Over here? Oh, let's turn it, because it's likely to go everywhere. Okay. Come here. Come here, honey.
In the afternoons, even routine tasks require that we're vigilant about checking waters and observing the safety and well-being of our horses.
Come here. And then our PM feed is listed on this right-hand side board. So we're going to focus there for today, but our wonderful geriatric residents receive at a minimum 3 warm, what we call soaked buckets a day. Right here, Mary Breckenridge, I mentioned, is one of our geriatric residents, and she's actually a mini, so the quantities of feed are going to be much smaller or mini size for her, but we'll use her as an example for this.
Our team members attend orientation and training, but the training doesn't stop there. It's ongoing every day on the ranch, and we're constantly finding ways to invest in our team and develop their competence.
Good evening, friends and loved ones, and on behalf of Red Bucket, welcome, and thank you for joining us. I am your host and auctioneer, Zach Crone, and I will hold for applause. I can't believe I started working with Red Bucket over 8 years and 11 pounds ago. We have a wonderful program in store for you. After all, tonight is a culmination of celebration and fine recreation, so if you're here for the cultivations and good vibrations of this virtual congregation, or for the gravitation towards conversation and social reacclimation, we hope that you'll give kind contemplation towards a wonderful donation for the health and dedication of the Red Bucket equine population. Back in 2016, Anna Elizabeth James became inspired by the life-saving work of Red Bucket and wrote the movie Emma's Chance, highlighting one of Red Bucket's treasured residents. Since then, she has gone on to write and direct Destined to Ride and the hit Netflix movie Deadly Illusions. Friends of Red Bucket, it is my sincere pleasure to introduce writer, producer, director Anna Elizabeth James.
Hey everyone, Anna Elizabeth James here. I'm so excited to be with you right now to be able to introduce to you one of the most incredible women I've ever had the opportunity of working with and getting to know. I met this woman through a fun experience. I had the opportunity to write a little story about Red Bucket, and I'll never forget the first time that I went to visit the ranch and I met Susan. Her warmth and her dedication and her attention to detail and her fortitude and everything about her made it so easy for me to be able to write a story about Red Bucket. Susan is someone who will go to the ends of the earth to do the right thing. She really puts the animals first. She has the utmost integrity. I respect her so much as a friend and now I could say a co-partner in movie making, and I'm so proud of the work that we did together in highlighting all of the beautiful things about Red Bucket Equine Rescue. I know that she's not only an incredible businesswoman, but she's one of those people that knows how to balance all of the intricacies of running a business, but also keeping the heart and soul at the forefront and making sure the mission is in alignment with all of the little details that are needed. Anyway, I'm so excited to introduce to you someone I admire greatly, Susan Pierce.
Welcome to the Ranch the Horses Own, and welcome to our Ruby Red Virtual Gala. We are so excited to share our life-saving work with you. Our mission is to save horses that have suffered unspeakable abuse, offer them the time in which to heal and regain trust in mankind and in themselves, rehabilitate, train, and match them with loving, permanent, forever homes. And for those horses that have been too damaged beyond our ability to responsibly rehome, we provide safety and sanctuary for life. This year, we decided to do something different because people are always asking, what happens when we say yes to saving a life? And what is a day in the life of Red Bucket really like?
bad news. I talked to Robert, and hay is not only soaring, but there's going to be a shortage this year.
Oh my God.
Timothy is going up $4 a bale.
Oh God.
And Orchard is right behind it.
Wow. So doesn't seem like Timothy is going to be an option for us then.
No, but it needs to be an option for us.
Yeah. Yeah. Alrighty. Well, let's have a conversation about alfalfa.
I started Red Bucket nearly 13 years ago, and never in my wildest imagination did I predict the challenges that I would encounter. The intensity of the work itself, the exorbitant cost, or the physicality.
We're going to need his help. And of course, we only want to use him with the sanctuary.
Yeah.
So alfalfa there. But I don't regret one moment of it when I consider the impact and the lives that we've saved and the thousands of lives that we'll save in the future.
Morning, Tony.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good, thank you.
Good. Pretty good. It's dark out there, huh?
Windy.
Oh, I know. We've had so much wind. I think it's going to be a bit of a windy day. But I wanted to check with you this morning. I talked to our team yesterday about the automatic waters. And so they're going to do a good job of making sure to report.
Michelle is absolutely invaluable. She's responsible for the gold standard of care for over 100 treasured residents, for the operation of the ranch, and also for training and motivating our team.
What day we're expecting the delivery?
All right.
But I know she talked to him just a couple days ago.
Okay.
Okay, thank you so much, Tony.
Good quality hay is the best way for horses to get their nutrition.
Hi, kids. Good morning.
Feeding 100 horses takes our team nearly 6 hours every day. Consistency is critically important. So when emergencies and holidays arise, we make sure that the horses are fed on time.
I love mornings on the ranch because it brings me so much joy to see all the horses' eager faces when the hay cart comes up with their breakfast.
Handbid is everyone's platform of generosity tonight. If you want to donate or bid on auction items, you do it right here on that platform. If you are watching this, it means you are already registered and able to navigate our bidding page. Our live auction and silent auction items are open for bidding, and our featured live auction items and silent auction will remain open until Sunday at 12 p.m. So check out a wonderful smattering that's none too clattering of spoils like wine, coffee, and oil, staycations, delicious treats, or exotic vacations, makeup and yoga and delicious whiskey, everything you need to feel sexy or frisky. What more could you want to help horses in need? A basket of booze? Well, we have that indeed. So remember, every time you give or bid, it's a good deed to help animals in need. So bid with speed and impede upon someone else from trying to succeed. And if at any point throughout the program you wish to make a donation, you can do so at any time on our giving page. Just navigate to Handbid and click on Donate and give at any amount in which you feel inspired to give. But in the meantime, check out our first featured live auction item. Escape to the mountains and big skies of Montana for an unforgettable 5-day and 4-night outdoor adventure for two at the ranches at Belt Creek. Discover the special blend of rustic luxury as your log cabin for two will feel like a private retreat with beautifully appointed home touches designed in classic Western style. You'll be enchanted as you step inside to vaulted ceilings, roaring fireplaces, decadent baths, and porches with stunning views. This all-inclusive stay will include a daily activity of your choice, and the choices are endless at the ranches at Belt Creek. Inside the gates, enjoy 800 acres of prime Montana ranch land that features fenced pastures, an equestrian center, the lodge, and a shooting clay course. Outside the gates, enjoy the resort's own private wilderness outpost in the heart of the 1.8 million acre Lewis and Clark National Forest. Your all-inclusive ranch getaway for two includes a personal ranch host, full concierge services, all meals prepared by the on-site executive chef in the private clubhouse, 24/7 access to the clubhouse, honor bar, hot tub, and a fitness center you will never use. Access to over 7,000 acres of private recreational land, one complimentary activity of your choice that includes ATV excursions, horseback riding, archery, riflery, and guided hikes that may be scheduled each day for each guest. That's 5 days and 4 nights in the heart of nature with an all-inclusive stay for two at Belt Creek, Montana. Meeting Mila today was an experience I will never forget. She was warm. She was kind, she was friendly. It was like meeting a best friend for the first time. Susan, you rescued Mila. When you learned about her circumstances, what did you do?
Oh my goodness, in Mila's circumstances, the first thing that we needed to do was act very quickly. She was in critical condition. We needed to get her to the hospital, and she had life-threatening injuries.
Let's take a look and learn about Mila's story.
On Monday, September 27th at 4:07 p.m., I received a text message. It said, "Susan, urgent. I just got a call from a man. There's a 5-year-old quarter horse mare that was violently attacked by 2 dogs. It has significant injuries and probably needs to be put down." It's okay, sweetheart. Take it slow. Real slow, baby. Really had no idea what was going to walk off of that trailer. There was just blood everywhere. You could see where there had been an attempt to just close some of the flaps with stitches, and she was terrified. I can only imagine the kind of pain. She had bites in every single part of her body, and her leg had been savagely shredded down to the bone.
And I can't tell if it's a problem today.
She had nothing.
All this.
She's terrified, and she's nameless. And everyone had already written her off. We wanted to come up with a name that really meant something that was hers. The biggest issue is the elbow, and it's not just that it was a bite, but the actual bite went all the way down and ripped the flesh off of the bones. We have an exposed joint.
Right.
So we'll see if hopefully with
We
some good
were warned
antibiotics.
that she might not make it. Mila, she had some fight in her. She wasn't giving up. And so we weren't going to give up on her. They cleaned her wounds, they put an IV catheter in, and then settled her into her stall. We felt heaviness the next day. She was very withdrawn and internal and obviously depressed. On the good news, her vitals were all really good. No fever, her heart rate was down, and her respiration was normal. She was eating hay out of her hay net, and she actually lifted her head and acknowledged us. So as time went on, we really got to see her personality emerge. Probably the sweetest horse I've ever known in my entire life. She looked for us, she whinnied for us, and she started getting better and stronger. And on the 4th day, Michelle started to scratch her neck, and she reached over with her nose and started to groom my head. The defining moment that I will always remember was 2 weeks into her hospital stay when her surgeon started talking to us about what her care would be like when she did come home.
So on October 21st, over 3 weeks after the attack, Mila finally came home.
Welcome home, Mila.
We gave her a nice big stall and a social barn with big windows and, of course, a lot of straw. Mila still has a long way to go. Her wounds are still open, which means that she's going to be on antibiotics and she needs to be on stall rest, and we're not out of the woods. But the one thing that Mila definitely has
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
is the Red Bucket Promise, and that's forever.
I want to ask everyone who is watching a very simple question. What is that one power that you have right now in this moment that will play an active role in providing for the lives of the animals who are counting on us? What is that singular benevolent force that every person is capable of unleashing upon this world? The answer is you. You have the power of choice. So tonight, right here and right now, choose the path of optimism, of hope and generosity, and all the traits we so often admire. We always talk about creating a better world. Well, here's your shot. To donate, please text the phrase Red Bucket to 99192. We have no illusions about the stark reality of our world, and the only thing to counterbalance all that harshness, the only thing to keep it all in perspective, the only thing that holds up a mirror to our triumphs, our fears, our love, our peril, and our society is our acts of kindness, generosity, and humanity. Keep in contact with that sense of humanity. Never lose sight of the thing that makes you feel alive. This is not just about the power of a donation. This is about the power of a decision. And right now, your decision equals destiny for the animals who are counting on you. Never doubt your ability to be an agent of positive change. Never doubt, not for 1 second, that a small, caring community of people can change things for the better, because oftentimes, it's the only thing that ever really has. This is more than a cause. This is a reminder of our humanitarian purpose, and our hearts and our enduring spirits are called to be more, to give more, to appreciate more, to make every moment meaningful. That is the gift called life. And you can live on a higher plane of human existence. So we ask that you become the best version of yourself right here and right now, and give health and lives to the animals who are counting on us. And it reminds all of us in this community about what we care about most. In times of strife, we must become the best version of ourselves and not give up on the virtues and values we deem to be important. We've all been making that conscientious and often hard choice for the health and safety of everyone around us. Well, I can promise you, this is the easiest decision you have ever made, because an act of generosity to a beautiful animal like this is the quickest and easiest way to remind yourself of what it truly means to be human. We all have that innate human desire to do the right thing. We all have that pressure that we might put on ourselves. We might all have that voice that's put on our own shoulders to be so kind. I want you to act on it. I want you to honor it. I want you to embrace it, because when you free yourself of fear and worry and stress, your humanity, your true self is revealed. Simply make the future become self-evident through your actions here and now, and make the choice here and now to give, because our actions of kindness are the bedrock by which we value our community, and generosity is the foundation of our own character. Everything in our world is different, but the only new ingredient needed is for the courage of your conviction to evolve for the sake of what's important. As the world around us has changed, so has our need to respond to new challenges. We can't control the events of our world, but we can choose what to focus on. So focus on the solution. Choose to do something positive and life-changing and life-saving, because whatever you focus on is what you will feel. Continue to give throughout our program and realize the very basic fundamental truth that happiness is true wealth. Kindness is true joy. And what if everyone is watching this, or will watch it, or whether they've given already or haven't given yet, whether they've been a part of Red Bucket for a few days, weeks, months, or years, or decades, or are just learning about us for the first time? What if everyone who's watching right here and right now gives it $100? The impact could be exponential. And all you have to do is ask yourself, can I? Can I give $100? Can I still pay my bills? Can I still buy all the food I need? Can I still get a latte every single day if I give $100, whether I've given already or haven't given yet? Of course you can. And if you can, you should. Please donate now and text Red Bucket to 99192. It is a decision you will not regret. I promise you.
We're going to start with your temperature.
On any given day, there are a variety of horses that require critical care and attention. Oftentimes, taking vitals, administering medication, and setting a plan for the rest of the day.
Our friend needs as much extra enrichment as he can get since he's on modified stall.
If the horse has a chronic ailment that requires close monitoring and attention, or acute injury or concern.
Going to be seen later today, so we'll be taking that off anyways, and he'll be getting a new bandage.
Good morning, Daniela. How are you?
I'm good, you?
I'm wonderful, thank you.
In addition to dedicating her life to our life-saving work, what most people don't know about Susan is that she has a full-time and very demanding career.
And having said that, our greatest strengths when stretched to excess also become a liability.
My career at SSCA has really positioned me perfectly to understand business and to be able to use my skills and knowledge to run Red Bucket like a business. It is. When a horse comes to Red Bucket,
Guess what?
they have nothing. We give them a name, a bucket, the gift of dignity, and a promise.
Oh, yummy!
In recent years, the equine rescue industry has adopted a cat and dog model which limits length of stay. At Red Bucket, our belief is that quality of life has value. So therefore, we provide supplements and medication to our aging population.